NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert 3. Alert 3. One. Shift. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Mariota gives to Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's LOC. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, it's LOC. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Throwing is LOC. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you look...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Wiggles free. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great, and then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively.
It was. Give them credit for making that happen. But boy, I just feel the pain of that poor guy on the sidelines. All diagrammed well.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 94 yards, and the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Titans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Towards the end zone for Brown. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On first down, LOC. Ebron caught left side. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
16 yards, a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, LOC. Now a hit, and LOC lost the football. It's out. But and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
And sometimes, partner, you just have to fight your natural instinct, which is to fight, to try and get out of that situation. Covering up, taking the 2-point safety, and not giving up a bigger play, which could have been a touchdown, probably the right move.
Yeah, I think he just felt that pressure. You're right, saw the need to tuck it. I was surprised, though, that he didn't try to wiggle away a little bit more since he was back in his own end zone. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Mariota now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
675. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Shift. Mexico.
Now it's LOC off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
LOC and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for LOC. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yo.
To throw Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Titans' 1st down.
Heavy on the edges.
Mariota on 1st down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Colts 21. Titans 16.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. LOC. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Hines. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
What we got? What we got? Strong right. Safe.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is LOC. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. And that pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Mariota now from the 50. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. One. 53
Again, it's Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They run with Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Picked off by Will Parks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's LOC. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Under pressure, and down he goes. LOC is sacked. Ziggy Ansah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
What tight end? We got 4.
Throwing, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And take it right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. LOC and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's LOC. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
11. Bravo.
From the gun, here's LOC. He's going to loft one deep left side into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Big stop, D. One. 58, right? 7, let's go. 58, right?
Mariota to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
53 for Mike. Let's go. Here we go.
Now Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Mariota. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Jack Doyle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check pass. 54, Mike. 51.
To throw again on second down. LOC. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now LOC. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. LOC now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw. LOC. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's LOC. And LOC will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10, and he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall, the offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch, and that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
58, right over there. Bravo! 58, right there.
Throwing is Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
Mariota now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now LOC. Caught left side by Hilton. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 1st and 10. 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 1
They run the counter. Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.